Hi everyone, I'm Nancy with Ladybugs Flowers and Rustic Decor, and today we're going to be making just a little rustic plaque out of some scrap wood that I have for Valentine's Day. So anyways, we're going to paint this board white. I normally don't do that, but we are. I got my paint brushes in a cup of water, so I needed some paper towels here. And the reason being I am going to use some cardboard too to make some hearts to put on the board. So first thing is we're going to get this painted. And we're not going to try to just make it be just white. We're just going to go over it, swipe over it. Once we get it all painted. And it doesn't matter, see, like that, it's not getting it, the whole thing. But I'm not trying to. I hope everyone has had a great New Year's Day and Happy New Year's to everyone. Alright, I am going to go ahead and blow dry it. Alright, now what I want to do is we're just taking a piece of cardboard and we'll kind of just set that over to the side. And I'm just drawing. I'm not tracing, I'm just drawing some small hearts because this is not a big board. So, and then we're going to cut them out. And they don't have to be perfect neither. I started off with the little bitty ones over there, then I decided to do like some that, like you can buy, that's not shaped exactly. Really need my glasses on where I can see better. It's going to be all even, but what I'm going to do is where I traced them, I'm going to turn them the other way around where you don't see like the little pencil marks on them. Really didn't have a V on that one, on the inside. So what I want to do is take some water to be able to get that first little layer off of the cardboard though. And I'm not going to do this on all of them. I'm going to do it on a couple. Where you can see the little ridges on the cardboard. Try not to mess up my heart. But you can spray it, mist it with water too, to be able to get that paper off the first layer, off the top of it. And you can see it's still a little wet. And you can see that I didn't try to make it be perfect. So, anyways, we're going to do one more that way. And I might decide to do another one. Not for sure yet. You get that water on there, and usually you can peel it right off just like that. And what I want to do is I'm going to paint some red, some pink, and then some white. And I guess I might as well start off with my white ones since I already got white on my paintbrush. On this paintbrush anyways. And you're just going to paint that cardboard. And we're going to paint one of the ones that's got the little ridges in it. So I guess I might do one of each that way. So we'll do one more taking off. You just set them up here to the side, let them dry. And before I start painting, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Take my water and just go over it to be able to peel off that top layer. Might be peeling it from the opposite side, it looks like. All right. We're going to do a light pink. So all I'm doing is mixing that red paint in with my white. Not picking out a color, just making it out of my red and white. Go ahead and get my pink ones painted. And I am going to need one more. No, I'm not. I don't know what I'm thinking. And we might have to go over that again. I'm going to stick that down in the water to get that off of it where I can paint my red. Get them painted. Alright, stick that back down in there to get that off. And then what I want to do is, that's the black paint I want. Get my black paint out. Pour a little bit. Pour too much onto my paper plate. And get it all over me while I'm doing it. Then I want to take my board and don't put a whole lot on it, but I just kind of want to go around the edges like people do when they're using their ink. And I'm going to use paint to make it look rustic. Or worn, dirty, a dirty look. And you're probably thinking, that's too much. But what I'm going to do is use my little sander to get some of it off. We'll go ahead and go around that top. Then what I'm going to do is take my little sander and just kind of rub it over. Over the whole thing with it too. Just to give it a warm look. I am going to take some more of my white with that black paint on it and just kind of go over it. Not trying to cover up what I just did, but just giving it a more, I think, rustic and dirty look to it. So just wiping it down through there. Making it look rustic looking. And I'm just going to put a dab of glue right here on the, we're going to call this our top spot. And I'm just going to lay that down on it. We're going across. So we're going to put us a little more. I need to plug it up in behind me. Make sure it's holding. Then we just want to wrap it around. A few times. Cut that little extra piece off. Let's see if I can get it. I'm going to put just a little more. Not really wanting that just spread, but you knowing that it's not all together. Like that. And then I do want to take and do the same thing on the bottom. And then just wrap it around. cut that off and get it glued. Kind of wanting to separate it. Just a little bit. Then I do want to take I'm really not sure what they're called, but like little round half circles, half little balls, I guess you could say, bead-like things. And I do want to kind of paint them a brown color, a dark brown. So what I'm going to have to do is just mix in some of my brown and black together. Get my paintbrush. Well. And of course I'm going to get this all over me. From painting them. I went right in that black paint. That one might take just a little longer to dry. I'm pretty sure we're going to need more too. Try to wipe some of this off so I don't get it all over everything. So the ones that look dry, we're going to start off with. So I'm just going to put just a dot on the back of hot glue. Set that up there. What I'm going to do is just start off up here at the top. Or like what I said, we're calling the top. It could be the bottom. Pull it up where you can see. And we're just going to set them down on it. Gluing them. Each one, but not putting them on top of each other. We're spacing them out. Just guessing at looking at it, not trying to space it a certain amount apart. This some's a little closer. That'll be fine. But you can kind of look and see how you're doing it. And while the glue's still wet, you actually can move them just a little bit. I'm just going to keep on going across. Fixing to make this one the last one at the top or the bottom. I'm going to start down here, doing the same thing. Just trying to get it about the same. Going on across. Then we're just going to start at the top again underneath our little and start going downward. So I know we are going to have to paint some more. We'll get that glue off that I'm spreading. Our last one we got painted, so we're going to paint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more. Let me get 7 more of them out. So we're going to start off with our driest one, even though they're all still a little wet. Go across here and glue on. Of course, we're going to have this glue strong, like I always do. And I kind of want them to be at the same spot as the other. Well, off a little bit, but that's what makes it rustic. Get that off my hand. Always making a mess with it. this is how it's looking so far. This one is up. Red that we did take off the little bit of the, and I want to stick it up here in this corner. And we might go back over it with our red. Get that paint off. And then what I want to do is take a little bit of the black and just kind of tip around it. To give it a rustic look. Take a little more of that black because I don't. Just to give it, like I said, that rustic look. But still want red to show through. What we're going to do is just glue this one down. On this side. Now we're going to take our pink one. One of our pink ones. And we're going to put it on the opposite side. Laying it down. And then we're going to get our other one. And we're going to take it and put it almost in the middle, but not in the middle. And take our pink paint and kind of go over it again. And then I'm going to take some of that brown instead of the black and just kind of touch on it to give it a rustic look. Still wanting them to be pink. Just kind of go around the edge. and just kind of touching that up. And we're going to take our white. Kind of set one over there. Take our other one. Put it more. I guess I'm going to lean it that way. And I'm probably going to have to go back over it one more time. And then, what I do want to do, I wasn't thinking, but I got that glued real good on there. Let's see if I can get it peeled off without tearing it. Took off one of the buttons. Get that one glued back down. Oh. What I want to do is use some of this fabric. At the top. Let's see if I can get it tore without messing it up. I'm not wanting to put a whole lot, but after I got to looking, I thought, well, I did use a brown, which is kind of it's black, but it'll go with it. And I'm probably going to want them just a little bit shorter than that. And all I'm doing is just tying it up the way I do when I make my little frilly middle, like not a bow, but kind of like a bow. Here I am going to cut some off. Should have just cut them a little shorter. Now I'm going to stick that up there in that corner. Then stick back on my little heart in the middle. me see what that's looking like. You see? Might need one more right there. Just a little rustic looking. Them white ones. Because we hadn't done that yet. And the pink. And just remember, all you gotta do is kind of go back over them if you get too much. But it's still gonna have a little bit of the black because it's not dry. I don't know. Not wanting to cover them up all the way. And I just still want to go back over that red one right there because it's too much. And then I want to put a button in the middle of, not a button, but this little half little ball, bead, whatever you want to say, in the middle of that red one. At the top. I just thought it looked cute. And we might need a little red up there. Then I think I'm just going to paint this one, even though I peeled it off, red, because I did put that one red up there. I wasn't trying to get it on that white one, but I did. Let's see what I can do. All I'm going to do is just move it down some. And paint back over it. Oh, I was wondering what I was seeing up there. Still got some glue. But this is how it turned out. I think it's cute. It'll show up better without them lights being on. You see that all over my fingers. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. And all you would have to do is just set it up like that on your countertop. Just wherever you would want it. Your bedroom. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. And always remember, you are enough. And have a blessed night. Thank you.